Hi, this is Yvon Prehn, and I'd like to take a few minutes to show you what a responsive website is and why it's important. Why we need responsive websites. Today we have so many different devices that we can use to access content on the web. We have mobile phones, we have tablets of many different sizes, we have computers with computer screens of different sizes. How can a website adjust to all of these different devices? Well, that's where a responsive website becomes useful. Here's the definition of a responsive website. A website that responds to the device that accesses it and delivers the appropriate output for it uses responsive design. Rather than designing multiple sites for different sized devices, this approach designs one site but specifies how it should appear on various devices. That probably didn't make a whole lot of sense at all, but let me show you examples of traditional sites and then responsive ones. I'm going to show you three different sites. First of all, the New York Times site. This is a traditional site. This is not a responsive one. Then the Boston Globe, and then I'll show you my site, effectivechurchcom.com. That's how I learned about all of this, and that's how I got interested in it. But let me show you these other sites first. Okay, here we are on the New York Times website. It's a great website. It's very useful. We're not really here to comment on the content right now. This is how most sites look on the web. Now, I have a large screen. You can see how it fills up a certain section of it. Now, to tell whether a site is responsive enough, I'm going to go up right here, and I'm just going to resize it. And see, this kind of brings it down a little bit, but if I was looking at it on a tablet computer, that would cut it down in size even more. Now let's look at what happens when you do that. See how it's simply cutting off part of the site? Now, if you go down to the cell phone size, it'll either cut it off like that, or what actually really happens on cell phones is it just shrinks the whole thing really little, and then it's very hard to click on sections like this or to do drop-down menus. Now, let me show you in contrast the Boston Globe site, which is a responsive site. Okay, here we are on the Boston Globe site, and as you can see, because I have a large screen computer, it fills up the entire area. Now, watch though what happens when I now shrink it down. See how it has resized everything? Now let's go down a little bit more. Say we were to the size of a tablet, and you see how it's actually shifted the content. Let's go down some more, and you see how we're now down to the size, the width of a mobile phone, and you see how instead of shrinking the whole site, see how you could read the main content very easily. And you can click on the sections and see how easy they are to access. It's made them large enough that you can access them no matter what size the screen is. That's responsive design. Let me show it to you on my website right now. Here we are on effectivechurchcom.com. Now, I'm not finished with this yet, but I'm so excited that I discovered responsive design in websites because, as you can see, here you can see the whole website, but now, just like the Boston Globe, as I have it go down in size, you see how first it simply resizes things if you were looking at it on a tablet computer, and then notice what it does on the cell phone, how you can read all of the content very, very easily. And by the way, I've been testing this on my cell phone, and it works out so well. Now I'm reworking some of the different things so that I have, so that the categories work a little bit better and some of that. But I wanted you to see just how well you can access it. The videos play beautifully this way. Everything just really, really works well. So that's a responsive design. I wanted you just to have an initial idea of it. I'll be talking a lot more about it as I get it more organized and done on my site. But play around with it. Enjoy. Let me know your comments. For lots more in training on church communications, do check out effectivechurchcom.com. I'm making it a responsive site to serve you better.